Of course, my friend, don't worry. Keep it simple and concise. Did you like the video? Click like so everyone can see it. Did you like the channel? Subscribe to stay up to date. Don't want to miss anything? Activate the bell to be the first to know. Inia says hesitantly, excuse me, do you need an extra pair of hands? First woman says politely, but with wary eyes. Oh, Inia, thank you for the offer, but we have plenty of help. Inia says with disappointment, really? Are you sewing now? Second woman says sharply, stay away, Inia. Everyone gets worried when you come near. Inia says softly, oh, I'm sorry. Women say in hushed tones, gossiping amongst themselves, so, this is Vice Chief Tarhan's woman. Why did she come here stumbling? What work can someone like her even do? Look at her pale skin. Clearly she hasn't worked outside the home a single day in her life. Third woman says cautiously, quiet, mind what you say. No one knows what Tarhan might do to you. If he finds out you're criticizing Inia. Narrator. In Agelia, Tarhan, the strong and skilled young man, was a source of hope. Tarhan returned from the hunt, bringing security and abundance, crowned with everyone's respect. Inia says to herself, lifting her dress and heading towards the crowds. The men are back from their hunt. Tarhan has returned. Tarhan is back. The Vice Chief is back. Someone says proudly, at this rate, Tarhan will be the next chief, won't he? Absolutely. Who else would take the position? Everyone who went hunting with Tarhan would return home safe. As a naturally skilled hunter, he commanded the people's respect. Another person says with a reminiscent tone, but there was a time when Tarhan was also seen as an outsider. Because he was a descendant of the fallen Kartantina tribe, everyone said his blood was cursed. As a child, he was treated worse and ignored more than a disabled girl like me. And his violent glares that he cast on everyone were like those of a demon. Inia says, contemplating. Nevertheless, young Tarhan survived and even rose to the position of vice chief. Eventually, people started looking to him for leadership instead of the old sick chief. This wasn't surprising because Tarhan would never let those around him starve. Now, everyone is eager to serve Tarhan, and he was loved by women too. How could the strongest man in the vast plains of Agelia? Inia continues her internal monologue, questioning, would he want a woman with a limp? Even though I was a disabled woman, whom everyone in Agelia looked down upon, he chose me. This is what Piaget, the only shaman in our village, constantly repeats. People die young. They are choked by their umbilical cords, bitten by insects, fall, drown in the river, are kicked by wild snakes. And more children die. No matter how many children you have, the probability of them surviving until they are old enough to have their own children is very low. That's why women wanted to have as many children as possible. And they needed strong, healthy men to bear them healthy children. Men like Tarhan. I must go home quickly. Tarhan has been away for a while, so he might get upset if I'm late. Narrator. Inia returned to the palace, where she found Tarhan seated, with traces of fatigue on his face. Inia says as she enters the door and looks towards Tarhan. So he's already here. He looks a bit thinner. Tarhan looks at Inia. Inia turns her head and walks towards him. Tarhan, did you have a good night? Narrator. An intimate scene follows as Tarhan approaches Inia with longing. Inia looks at Tarhan, then says in a broken voice, Stop, Tarhan. You just got back. As soon as he returns from the hunt, Tarhan always takes me to bed, as if he wants to devour me alive. Yet, I truly love him. Tarhan says in a firm and loving tone, Never another man, Inia, and I'll never embrace another woman either, I promise you. Inia says sincerely, I love him so much that I would gladly make love with him all night and die the next morning. Because Tarhan was the strongest and most influential man in Agelia, I thought he would naturally lose interest in me, once he found a more beautiful and healthier woman. I was so afraid this would happen. But many years passed, and Tarhan still hasn't broken his promise to be faithful to me. I heard that all other men take several women whenever they get the chance. Tarhan can have any woman he wants. So why doesn't he do the same? Narrator. The next morning, Tarhan and Inia woke up. Tarhan says gently, "Oh, you're awake, Inia." Inia says with gentle tiredness, "Yes." "Good morning. You shouldn't be doing this then. I'm the one who should be." Tarhan says with a smile, "That's nonsense. You know you can't do this yourself." Inia says, remembering customs, "It's usually a wife's duty to clean her husband's hands and feet with a wet cloth. This is a woman's way of showing her contentment with making love to her partner. I should have done this for Tarhan, but instead, I'm being pampered." Tarhan says with concern, "Was it painful last night?" Inia says quickly, No, not at all. I mean it. I didn't feel any pain at all." Tarhan says with a light chuckle, "Heh, it's okay. Just be honest with me if you're tired or not feeling well." Narrator. Inia, despite her assurance, feels a sense of disbelief. Inia says, stammering, "Tarhan, wait." Tarhan says in a deep tone, "Damn it, Inia. A little more." Inia says with tension, There." Tarhan says with a sigh of contentment, "You smell so sweet that I don't want to breathe anything but your scent all day."